Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Macaulay Culkin is an American actor, musician, and pop culture icon, best known for his childhood roles in some of the most beloved films of the early 1990s. Born on August 26, 1980. In New York City, New York, Culkin became one of the most famous child stars in Hollywood history, achieving international fame for his role as Kevin McCallister in the classic holiday films Home Alone, 1990, and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, 1992. Early life. Macaulay Carson Culkin was born to Kit Culkin, a former stage actor and manager, and Patricia Brentrup, who raised him along with his 6 siblings, several of whom also pursued acting careers, including Kieran Culkin and Rory Culkin. The family lived modestly in a small New York City apartment while the children auditioned for roles in theater and television. Macaulay's talent shone early. He began acting at the age of 4 in small roles on stage and in commercials. Rise to stardom. Culkin's breakout came with his charming and mischievous portrayal of Kevin McCallister in Home Alone. Directed by Chris Columbus and written by John Hughes, the film became a massive box office hit and a holiday tradition around the world. Culkin's performance earned him a Golden Globe nomination and made him a household name. Following Home Alone, he starred in a string of successful films, including My Girl, 1991, as the sensitive boy Thomas J. Sennett, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, 1992, The Good Son, 1993, a psychological thriller opposite Elijah Wood, Richie Rich, 1994, where he played the world's richest kid. By the age of 14, Culkin had become one of the highest-paid child actors in Hollywood history. Hiatus and personal struggles. After Richie Rich, Culkin took a long break from acting. His parents' bitter custody battle over his earnings drew intense media attention, and Culkin sought to live a more private life away from the pressures of fame. During his teenage years, he attended a private high school in New York and stayed largely out of the spotlight. In the early 2000s, Culkin returned to acting in independent films like Party Monster, 2003, where he portrayed club kid Michael Alig, and Saved, 2004, a dark comedy about life in a Christian high school. These roles demonstrated his range and his willingness to take on unconventional, mature characters. Later career and ventures. Culkin explored various creative paths beyond acting. He formed a satirical comedy rock band called the Pizza Underground, parodying songs by the Velvet Underground with pizza-themed lyrics. Though the group disbanded in 2018, it showcased Culkin's quirky sense of humor and love for pop culture parody. In recent years, Culkin has made selective returns to the screen. Notably, he appeared in the series American Horror Story double feature, 2021, earning praise for his performance. He also co-founded the humorous lifestyle website Bunny Years, where he writes essays and comedic content. Personal life. Culkin has maintained a relatively private personal life compared to his childhood fame. He was married briefly to actress Rachel Miner from 1998 to 2002. Since 2017, he has been in a relationship with actress Brenda Song, and together they have 2 children. Despite past struggles with fame and public scrutiny, Culkin has spoken candidly in interviews about finding peace, happiness, and stability in adulthood. Legacy. Macaulay Culkin remains a beloved figure in popular culture. His childhood performances, especially as Kevin McCallister, are considered timeless and continue to resonate with audiences around the world every holiday season. From early superstardom and personal trials to creative reinvention and maturity, Culkin's journey reflects the challenges and resilience of growing up in the Hollywood spotlight. Adult life and comeback years. After stepping away from the limelight in the mid-1990s, Macaulay Culkin spent much of his adulthood rebuilding his life at his own pace. Free from the expectations of Hollywood, his return to the public eye in the 2000s and 2010s reflected a mature, self-aware, and humorous take on his early fame. Transition into adulthood. Following his teenage hiatus, Culkin gradually began to re-emerge in the entertainment world. Unlike many former child stars who pursued traditional Hollywood routes, he approached his career with independence and creativity. He deliberately chose smaller, riskier projects that gave him artistic freedom, rather than blockbuster roles. His performance in Party Monster, 2003, marked a significant turning point. Playing real-life club promoter Michael Alig, Culkin shocked audiences with a dark and intense performance far removed from his child star image. This was followed by Saved, 2004, where he portrayed a witty and sarcastic wheelchair-using student, a role that showcased his comedic timing and emotional depth. Though he didn't pursue acting full-time afterward, these projects helped redefine him as more than the mischievous kid from Home Alone. They proved that Culkin could transition into adult roles with credibility and courage. Creative reinvention. Music and comedy. Culkin has always maintained a sense of humor about his fame. In 2013, he founded the Pizza Underground, a parody rock band that reimagined classic Velvet Underground songs with pizza-themed lyrics, like "Take a Bite of the Wild Slice." The band performed in small venues and gained viral attention online, reflecting Culkin's quirky, self-deprecating charm. He also appeared in comedic sketches and internet projects, showing a flair for satire and self-parody. In interviews and podcasts, Culkin embraced his image as a cultural icon from the 90s, poking fun at himself while maintaining a grounded outlook on life. In 2018, he launched Bunny Ears, a comedic lifestyle brand and website that mixed parody and sincerity, offering tongue-in-cheek, celebrity advice, humorous articles, and podcasts. Through this platform, Culkin created a space where he could control his narrative and share his dry, witty sense of humor with fans. Returned to acting after years of selective appearances. Culkin made a notable comeback in television with his role in American Horror Story, Double Feature, 2021, created by Ryan Murphy. His portrayal of Mickey, a down-on-his-luck writer and hustler, received praise from both critics and audiences for its rawness and charisma. The role marked a return to mainstream attention and reminded viewers of his natural talent and screen presence. He has also appeared in occasional cameos, music videos, and voice roles, often choosing projects that blend nostalgia with creativity. Despite opportunities to capitalize more aggressively on his fame, Culkin continues to prioritize authenticity and happiness over Hollywood pressure. Personal growth and family life. In recent years, Culkin's personal life has reflected stability and contentment. Since 2017, he has been in a relationship with actress Brenda Song, known for her work on Disney Channel's The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. The couple welcomed their first son, Dakota Song Culkin, in 2021, named in memory of Macaulay's late sister Dakota, who tragically passed away in 2008. Their second child was born in 2023. Culkin and Song have occasionally shared glimpses of their family life but largely keep things private. He has spoken about finding peace, focusing on fatherhood, and enjoying simple pleasures away from the chaos of fame. In interviews, he's described his home life as warm, happy, and full of love. Legacy and cultural impact. Even decades after his breakout, Macaulay Culkin remains one of the most recognizable faces in cinema. Home Alone continues to be a beloved holiday tradition, with his young face still lighting up screens every December. His catchphrases, especially "keep the change," "ya filthy animal," have become ingrained in pop culture. Culkin's career also serves as a cautionary yet inspiring story about child stardom, its highs, its pitfalls, and the difficult path to self-rediscovery. Unlike many who were consumed by early fame, Culkin found a way to reclaim his identity on his own terms. He has been praised for his honesty, resilience, and humor in addressing his past, never shying away from it, but also never letting it define him completely. Awards and recognition. In 2023, Culkin received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, marking his contributions to film and his enduring legacy as a performer. The ceremony, attended by Brenda Song and his family, was an emotional celebration of both his early success and his long journey toward personal and artistic fulfillment. From his days as the world's most famous child actor to his quiet, creative adulthood, Macaulay Culkin's story is one of reinvention, self-awareness, and peace. He remains a symbol of how fame can be both a blessing and a burden, but also how, with time and humor, it's possible to find balance and happiness beyond the spotlight. One of the most talked about aspects of Macaulay Culkin's early fame was his close friendship with Michael Jackson. The two met at the height of Culkin's Home Alone fame in the early 1990s. When Culkin was around 10 years old and Jackson was one of the biggest pop stars on the planet, their friendship became a frequent topic of media speculation and tabloid coverage. Friendship with Michael Jackson. Culkin and Jackson bonded over their shared experiences as child performers thrust into global fame. Culkin has often said that their connection came from a mutual understanding of how difficult it was to grow up in the public eye. Jackson invited him to visit Neverland Ranch, and Culkin appeared in Jackson's Black or White, 1991, music video, performing a now iconic rap and dance segment. In later years, when Jackson faced allegations of child abuse, Culkin publicly defended him, insisting that Jackson had never behaved inappropriately toward him. During Jackson's 2005 trial, Culkin testified in Jackson's defense, stating that their friendship had been innocent and based on mutual trust. After Jackson's death in 2009, Culkin described him as a kind, misunderstood person who had been a supportive figure during his childhood. Culkin has said in interviews that the media often misrepresented their friendship, emphasizing that Jackson was more of a mentor and big brother figure than anything else. Despite public curiosity, he has remained loyal in his view of Jackson as a friend and protector during a vulnerable time in his life. Family tensions and legal disputes. Culkin's personal life as a child star was not without turmoil. His father, Kit Culkin, was known for being a demanding and controlling figure who managed Macaulay's early career. By the mid-1990s, reports of family tension and disputes over money became public. His parents, who never married, engaged in a highly publicized legal battle over custody of their children and control of Macaulay's multi-million-dollar earnings. To protect himself, Macaulay took legal steps to remove his parents' names from his financial trust. He has since clarified that the move was not about cutting ties but about ensuring.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.